unfortunately the first one is not available for on demand, so just to catch you up, we are playing Zidane. We just crashed our little airship over here and we kidnapped, with her permission, Princess Garnet, and she's now missing. We have to try to find her. And yeah, that pretty much catches us up for right now. We just saved. We're checking to see if this Moogle has Magnet. See if we can bring up our chat. Okay, and we literally just gained control of Zidane, so we haven't done anything as of yet. We haven't talked to anybody. So we can get to go explore. And just as a shout out to my Patreon supporters, Brandon Bremont, Mike Baki, Just a Nerd, Patrick Cooper. You guys are amazing as always. Thank you so much for your support. If you want to support me on Patreon, it's just Patreon / whatever, DoideFon, and it really helps out. I am going to start trying to stream more often, so your support would help me in getting maybe some newer games to stream or some more nostalgic games that aren't really available right away, so we can try to venture into that a little bit. And if you have any suggestions on what I should play next or in addition to this, let me know in the comments. If you're watching this on YouTube later, let me know in the comments for that, and I will definitely take it into consideration and try to get it up there for you guys. I do have Ari with me. Kokori is roaming around here somewhere as well. They may start fighting in the background, who knows. That's just how they live their lives. Can't really stop them. A goblin. For those of you that haven't played Final Fantasy IX, this is one of my all-time favorite RPGs. That and Final Fantasy Tactics probably are maybe my two favorite ones of all time, so you should definitely check it out. I haven't really seen a lot of people give Final Fantasy IX love. Of course, I do have Final Fantasy VII that I may stream at some point in time later on, but I thought I would start with this one since it is one of my faves. Yes, and we did name Vivi Kong, even though it's misspelled, but we just went with it, and that's his name. If we do get to naming some other characters during the stream, please put in the comments what you would like their name to be, and we'll throw it up there. I know one of the last times I played this, I named one of the characters Bitch, and it made the conversations pretty hilarious throughout the entire game. So if you have any wonky names that I should call people, go ahead and we'll see what we can do. So this game, the kind of like limit system is called trance. So this happens mostly in emotional states, or pretty much whenever the character takes enough damage to get their abilities off, and it's this game's version of like a limit break or kind of like a ult, that sort of thing. And it's just a mega move that does entirely too much damage. And Zidane's version is called Dine. We are going to want to heal Garnet because this little tree guy is draining her life, and that's not cool. And if you did miss the last stream, one of Zidane's main moves later on in the game is based on how many times he steals from people. So anytime that you can have him steal from literally anybody that you're fighting, you want to do that, because his move near the end of the game, you can get it up to 9,999 damage literally every time that he uses it. And you can only get it up to that point by having a certain amount of times that you steal throughout the game. So you definitely want to start that literally as early as you can. I think we should probably heal for a second. Nice. So like I said, we're going to want to try to steal as often as we can and have Steiner do most of the attacking for right now. And the more he steals, he technically gets a better success rate when he steals as well. So. We need to help out Khan, or else he's gonna die. He just backflipped out of the way. Am I gonna die? Stand aside. Shove. It's obviously poison. Baku is pretty much like Zidane's father figure in the game. I don't remember exactly what happened, but he pretty much ended up like adopting him and taking him under his wing. So they have kind of an interesting relationship. You're free to leave. So if you missed the last stream that I did, the active time events kind of pop up and go to other characters or other places at the time and kind of recap what they're going through in the story. And there is a trophy that you can get for like the PlayStation that if you watch literally all of the active time events in the game, you get a trophy for it. And it's kind of hard to do because you have to do everything in each situation right. You have to say everything correct in order to see them all, and you have to see some of them in specific order in order to see them all. So it's pretty difficult. I think it is a gold trophy that you can get for seeing all of them. Get through all of these real quick. Person is looking for his little doll. Ooh, a treasure chest. I'm rich. I can retire. Anything else? Poor VD. He's got a lot going on. A good little flashback for the people that missed the first part. He ran into Princess Garden. He was technically supposed to be kidnapping her, but she was running away at the same exact time, so she just wanted him to kidnap her. Just forget it. Don't need to go get her. Another treasure chest. first, I'm gonna get this treasure chest. Ooh, wait, what was that? Yay. What? Where did he go? There we go. I promised Garnet I'd kidnap her. She's damn beautiful. That's the only reason. I think this is one of those like blood in, blood out sort of things. You can't leave until I beat you. Well, it's gonna happen. Always stealing. Ow. Whoa. Okay, so we got everything we can from him, so now we can focus on beating him. Free shot. Pretty sure Baku is doing that on purpose, by the way. He's not gonna go all out. We'll go ahead and heal again. Probably not needed, but why risk it? No snarky comment that time. Yay! We did it because they let us win. That's how Houdini died. Just in case. The dialogue in this game is pretty awesome. Rusty. I've actually named him Rusty in the past, which makes it hilarious. And he's like, Rusty, I'm not Rusty. I'm Sir Adalbert Rusty. It's kind of repetitive. Master Gone. Let's go talk. But first... He was laughing because he let it happen. That's great. Be careful, okay? Okay. I think we pretty much got everything. Anything over here? Sweetie pie. But first... Okay, so we're gonna do a little equipping and start setting people's abilities. So he technically does have better equipment that we could equip, but if you look at the ability Beast Killer, it's still not full yet. So before you go to the next equipment item, you want to generally get the ability all the way. That way you can equip it even after you unequip the actual item. We'll set that for now. And so since this ability is blacked out, that means Vivi can't use it, so we're going to go ahead and give him the silk shirt. That way he could start working on the thunder ability. And in order to use them, you have to equip them. So he doesn't have a ton of abilities right now, so that's going to be easy to equip all of them. As you start filling up all these little slots, you kind of have to decide what abilities you need for each thing. And if you hit select, you can kind of see what each one does, which is kind of self-explanatory for most of them at least. But when you get later on in the game, sometimes you're not going to want to be vulnerable to blindness or stone or anything like that for certain boss fights, so it's good to equip for what you're fighting against. So since we got all that equipped, let's go ahead and save. I accidentally didn't save, so let's try that again. Okay, we got saved this time. Always check magnet. You want to make sure that there's not letters that you're missing or letters that you're supposed to be delivering. For those that missed the previous stream that I did, magnet is pretty much you helping the Moogles talk to each other and send out letters. So you always want to check to see if there's any magnet before you leave, or when you first get to someone, you want to be able to get that taken care of. You do get certain side quests and events if you help them deliver all of the letters there is. Hey, not bad. My dogs are fighting each other, sorry. Little noodle. I can still see you. Girls, stop fighting, please. I say that as if they would listen to me. Poor Blank. Let's go ahead and bug this Moogle that thinks he's hiding, but he's not. So it says we have a letter for Monty, so you want to give that to him. Queen Bran is obviously Princess Garnet's mom, and she's not a good person. Stiltskin. I love Stiltskin. Hi, honey. Okay, stop fighting. Sorry, they're pretty rambunctious today. You good? Okay. And one last time to see if he has a letter to be delivered. No. So we're gonna save. Just because I know there's a boss fight coming up. I don't think there's really much exploring that you can do here. I think it's all kind of self-explanatory. Yeah, pretty much just a straight shot. Oh god. Hours of entertainment. So as always, we're gonna have the main attempt to steal. They're all blinded now, so that's not cool. They don't have that many eye drops, but that's okay. I just told them that works out. Steal. Ow. Need to help Spadane out because he's kind of dying. This is an adventurous little dog. They won't stop fighting. I don't know why. Back to fire. And just slap. Okay, so we're done stealing. Now we can focus on attacking. Or just killing him. That works too. can technically let them catch you to gain more experience. But it's kind of a pain because there are some that you have to fight regardless, so like that. Out of MP. Corey, you can't eat the tile. I don't understand. She's like literally like digging and putting her entire mouth on the tile trying to eat it. Corey. If any of you have pets, do they have any like weird quirks that they do anything obnoxious that doesn't really make sense? So since we killed the boss, the entire forest is getting petrified, and poor Blink is getting stuck in it, which is unfortunate. So sad. Don't worry, he's not dead. He's just petrified. He does not like Zidane. That's racist. Great. Lift your booty up. Come on. Come on, go lay down. Stop digging in the carpet. For those of you that don't know, Kokori is a Shiba Inu and Ari is a Pomsky, which is a Pomeranian Husky mix. Kokori will be 3 this year, and Ari is, I want to say she's about 5 or 6 months now. She did want to be snatched. Grrr. That's my reaction to everything I dislike. His name is Blank, and he is stuck there. Oh my gosh. So this is the game's way of updating you with certain tutorials that they have. There's Mogster and Moggy, and he teaches little Moggy stuff. I think it's his like little brother or something. But you go through learning all that he has to teach you. And this happens pretty frequently throughout the game. You actually meet them at one point in time too. You can actually go up and talk to them. Gosh, bro, you sure know a lot. Yeah, I know. It's one cocky Moogle. Your friend's already left. So this is the Ice Cavern, which is our next destination. There's not really anything else directly around in this area that we can go look at. You could take a peek at the petrified forest that we just left. Goblins. His nose literally looks like a pink carrot. first we should probably look at Garnet's equipment. She doesn't have anything to equip right now. That's cool. Let's try out our magical Moogle flute. So there's also I want to say achievement, but that's for Xbox. But there's a trophy you can get for pretty much aggravating this Moogle by calling him every 2 seconds and not actually needing anything from him. So if you just go cancel and then call him and then just kidding, so don't call me if you don't need me. If you keep doing that, I forget the exact number of times that you do it, he progressively gets more angry at you, and at some point even threatens to cut you with a knife. And if you get him to the point where he actually just freaks out and just bails without even talking to you really, then you get the actual trophy for it. But it's pretty hilarious seeing all of his reactions throughout the whole time. This is the Ice Cavern. In the last stream that we did, we saw a little book in Alexandria talking about it. Pretty much exactly as it sounds. A cavern covered in ice. Like she just said. So awkward. So if I remember correct, you touch those little wind things. That's when you have confrontations with monsters. Good thing I have fire magic and they're ice creatures. So there's a couple walls in here that he can use his magic to get past them. And when I say BB, obviously that's Con. These things are hilarious. They're literally flying. Aw, he protected her. So my dogs have decided to take a nap now that they've tuckered themselves out from fighting. Caught by the nest. He's a very sentient monster. Trying to conserve my MP a little bit. That's a gentleman. Anyone can... So this has the ability flee that we're already working on with the other weapons, so it's okay for us to just go ahead and add that one on there. That way he's still learning it, but we can still upgrade his attack a little bit. Sorry if this seems a little repetitive. Oh, got caught. Didn't stand a chance. showed that land who's boss. I don't think there's anything over there. A Moogle trapped in ice. He's all mad. You bastards! Oh, thanks. Pretty much stuff that is knowledge from other RPGs, I'm sure. Anything over here? Nope. Always check magnets. Let's go ahead and do a tent. I'm pretty sure there's another boss fight coming up, so we want to be prepared for that. And let's go ahead and save. Same. Whenever it's cold, I pretty much just give up. On the off chance I die, I'm gonna go and save again so I don't have to watch them fall over. That would be pretty obnoxious to watch a second time. Let's do this. I like how he's so cold in this area. He's not even like running. He just literally is like bracing himself. Well. I don't remember if I'm supposed to go give him or guessing sea lion. Obviously I'm gonna steal, even though that's probably gonna get me killed. Entering trance. Oh, that used to my trans trying to steal. That sucks. He's dead already? That's the first time I had him. Oh god, this is probably gonna kill me. Yeah, not my best move. Probably too much stealing. That's okay. First death on stream. It's alright. I'm sure there'll be plenty more. Dang it. Getting some trance again. That's okay, Brandon. Thank you for coming. Dang it, he's probably gonna kill me again. That's alright. Brace yourself. Oh, still alive. Okay. That works. I'm probably gonna die again. Oh no! If this doesn't kill him, I'm most definitely dead. Yay! I survived! This time. Who's there? Whatever. His attention span's pretty quick. Wake up, sleepyheads. Whoa. Well, first I need to heal, because I'm pretty close to being dead. As far as Zorn and Thorn were hanging out. I hate those guys. I think this is where we name Garnet, because she needs an alias. I just tried murdering her. I like how there's like a lot of emphasis on Garnet's like butt cheeks when she's wearing that. He starts going on a tangent. I think we'll just leave her name as Dagger. Makes her sound edgy. Alrighty. Talk like a simpleton. That's what he's pretty much saying. Is a big bug. Oh, it made his turn slower. Okay. Alright. always distracted by my dogs. My coffee smells delicious. Is there anything up here? I don't know why I had to jump across him to hear that. I think you can collect like special coffees like from around the world, and if you give them to him, he gives you like something special. You can start learning that now. Okay, so everyone's pretty much set for the most part for where they need to be. And they're learning all their abilities. I think this place is called Dolly or something like that, but I think this is a good place for us to stop for the stream for this time. So we'll get in here and save, because I know there's quite a bit going on in this town, so be a good place to stop after we get to a save point here. Yeah, Dolly. Awkward. It's okay, I'm not gonna have my way with you. Chill out. This time. There happens to be exactly 4 beds when there's 4 people in the team. I see what they did there. wasn't his fault it crashed. Just passed out. Poor VP. Sure. Catches it like nothing. Envelopes aren't so bad. She did a countdown. Space. Oops. No. Every 2 seconds. Probably best to not lie. I don't like noise, but I'll read it anyway. Gummo is savage. I think I'll cut it out for today and pick it up again later. You know, there's a lot going on in this town, so I don't want to get started on that. So, but thank you for everyone that's joined me, and of course special thanks to my Patreon supporters, Brandon Bremont, Patrick Cooper, Just a Nerd, Mike Lockey. Again, you guys are much appreciated. If you aren't a Patreon supporter but you would like to help out, it's patreon.com/doeyedefawn. It really helps out. I am going to start trying to stream more often, so I am going to try to maybe get some other games going here in the future, and your support would really help out in doing that, and of course help out with any photo shoots that I'm currently working on, and hopefully get some more content going for you guys. But thank you for joining me. If you have any suggestions for games for me to play in the future, leave them in the comments. If you're watching this on YouTube later, then leave them in the comments for that, and I will definitely try to look into them. But thank you so much for joining me. I hope you guys have a good day. Thank you. Bye.